Once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Hey folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby Energy Drinks. I've been drinking some of them on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Pond Blom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some Dubby today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of Dubby Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Hey folks, this is Dave in the AM with the Southern Fried Podcast. Rob and I want to wish you a happy new year. We thank you for all your support in 2024 and look forward to seeing you all again in 2025. Thank you for everything. Pray for us. We'll pray for you. God bless and see you soon. Hey folks, this is Dave. Hey, this is Robin Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. One of our shows that we love the most is Front Porch Talking. Our Friday night show, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, has become a tradition here at the Southern Fried. We appreciate you so much for stopping by on the front porch where we grab our sweet tea or coffee or whatever we're drinking and just sit on the front porch, wave at the neighbors as they go by, and just have a great discussion. We usually don't have a topic or theme. We just like to talk, and we like for you to stop by on the front porch as well. It's a Southern tradition, and Rob and Dave, we're all about the South. We live here in the state of Georgia, but all through the South or throughout wherever you live in the United States or the world, remember, as Rob says, it's a Southern state of mind. Join us each Friday night at 8 p.m. with our friends. Become part of that Cornbread Nation Breadhead crew, and join us on the front porch, and let's talk. Thank you so much. And here we are. This is the Cornbread Nation Breadhead crew. And appreciate y'all coming in here, starting to come in. This is Southern Fried Podcast late night, not talk late night. And we're just talking about whatever. Had a good sports show earlier. Appreciate anybody that comes in. Topic is going to be probably a lot about what's going on with America, some of the late breaking news about maybe what could happen coming up on January 20th. There's some folks that are reporting some things out there about possible Iranian strikes and also Ukraine. So we'll see. I don't know. I have to defer to some of those, but appreciate y'all coming in. We're not happy about it. We're not happy that America has been struck yet again, and I'm really alarmed at the military base connections that these guys had, and also the attempted assassination of President-elect Donald Trump also had a tie-in as there as well. What is going on with the ex-military or current military, and what is happening there? So we got foreign actors involved. Surely it goes all the way back. We got an ISIS flag that was flying on the back of the truck. Just ticks me off, boys. I really hate the fact that people were slaughtered so brutally. Evil. It's a pure act of evil. And I don't care what this dude was. His brother was saying he was a sweetheart of a guy or whatever. No, I see evil. I see a guy that just ran over people, killed them for no reason other than just to kill. And he got his reward. He's probably not going to be happy with that, where he ended up. Also, they tried to detonate and did something there in front of the Trump motel in Vegas. And a little bit differences. Both were a Cybertruck, which was interesting. Fireworks and some other things in one, but pop bombs and some undetonated bombs in the other, as well as weapons. I'm curious in the homemade videos that were made as he was driving to the location, what all was in there. They haven't really released a lot of information, but some podcasters were talking this evening, not too many hours ago, that there is there's a high alert around Ukraine for incoming missile strikes, and also that possible U.S. strike against the nuclear facility, which I'm sure would be also joined by Israel. They have been building, trying to build they say for nuclear power, but we know it's for nuclear weapons, weapons grade material in Natanz. They buried it deep underground, hoping it will be, bulletproof, as they say, against our bunker buster bombs. But if you put enough there, we can do damage to it and stop it. The Israelis, Mossad has been really good about doing cyber attacks on that Natanz facility and has caused some disruption there. But the Iranians cannot be allowed to have a nuclear bomb. The mullahs are crazy. They've sworn to destroy Israel and drop a bomb there. Even the other terrorist organizations and terror groups around the Middle East do not like Iran, except the ones that are supported by them, like Hezbollah and Hamas. But you go to Fatah and some of the other ones, they're not fans of Iran, and they're just crazy. And of course, our country has given them a lot of money. What's up with that?
Yeah.
But our hearts are still heavy. It's sad that it's happened in America. Happened in one of the great cities of America. And just it's sad that wherever it happens, it happened on our soil. But we're talking about whatever tonight. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good New Year's celebration. Probably a lot of us will go back to work next week. I'm off into Monday. Of course, I do a little job on Saturday, so I'll be working then. But welcome to the Southern Pride Podcast. If you've never been here before, I'm Dave in the AM, one of the co-hosts. This is part of the crew, the Cornbread Nation crew on Facebook. We have a Cornbread Nation web page, as well as the Southern Fried web page. But our Cornbread Nation, we call them the Breadheads, and so you'll be seeing a lot more about that. But we do a lot of different kinds of shows. If you've never seen us before, we do anything from sports to politics to spiritual and everything in between. We do a lot of lives, and we got a new studio we're working on here. It's not finished. It's kind of a work in progress, but this is ground zero for a lot of stuff that happened. My co-host Rob is in South Georgia, and he's not on tonight, but Dave and Rob are your main host, and we have support crew that helps us with filming and come. This is the first time we've all been in, except for the previous show in sports, guys. This is the first time we've all been in the same studio. We've all been online, or Jeremy has helped me with some recording, but we're actually in line. This is our logo behind us, as one of them again become a part of that Cornbread Nation, and we're excited about that. We're going to be doing festivals in 2025, setting up around at a few festivals in Georgia, and we may do some others as well. But we'd like to get out in the community and meet people. We do. If you have a small business, we're big believers in small business. We like to advertise for them for free. If you have any community event going on, send it to us. I don't care where it's at. It could be in Timbuktu. I don't care. We'll advertise it. We'll push it for you. We like to help small business, churches. We do something called Main Street USA. I just did one on a church that I grew up in, and just talked about some things there with that. We do interviews with folks, and we did interviews from everything from politicians to people hunting Bigfoot. And we'll have them back again. They're friends of the podcast. And, if you got a story to tell, get in touch with us. We don't mind sharing the screen with you and letting you have some fun. We like to do our night talk late night. If you're old as dirt like me and you lived anywhere in the Tennessee Valley near Chattanooga, you remember, Cook, I know you'll remember this show called Shock Theater.
Oh, yeah.
And Shock Theater had a little bat a dingbat and Dr. Shock and Nurse Goodbody and all that. You local folks will remember this. And I've always I think that was a Saturday night show. But I like the late night. I want to see what comes out late at night. Of course, if you're coming from across the country or the world, it might be daytime where you're at. But where we're at, we're getting in the late night hour, and different kinds of people come out late at night.
Oh,
My kind of people. You're one of us.
yeah.
We're glad to have you here. You know.
Right.
Oh, you never know what you're going to get the later it goes. But no, I'm just kidding. But it's fun. I'm a night owl myself, and I know these two guys are. He works night shift.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes Cook is up still when I'm doing morning shows.
Yep.
We do 3 morning shows for sure, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And this week I did Tuesday and Thursday as well myself. We do Monday Night Live, Wednesday Night Live, and Friday Night Live, and a Sunday Morning Live and Sunday Night Live. But there's more shows coming. We had a new show, Cornbread Nation, will be airing on January 15th.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's going to be the exact day it will stay on. Probably not, but we'll see. And the time. And on January 20th, we're going live with Southern Fried MAGA. And we'll be covering all the swearing in of the President-elect Donald J. Trump and talking about where does our country go. I'm really concerned tonight, guys. We're not even in the new administration yet. We've just crossed into the new year, and America's under attack. You know, good job, Joe Biden. You know, you've let us down again. Our borders are unsecure. We've really jerked the military around through the vax and through some other things that have went on with that. A lot of good people have left the military. You know, our enemies see us as weak right now. And so as we change in the next administration, it makes you wonder, would the current administration do something to hamstring the new president? Possibility. A lot of people think there's going to be something big happen leading up to January 20th. I don't know. Possible. But nonetheless, President-elect Trump will have to navigate some things that are not going to be settled in the next 2.5 weeks or so until he is sworn in. He's already in communication. He's ensuring resources are made available. He's already, he's basically already really, guys, leading the nation. He's speaking out more and with more good information than President Biden is. But, could they do a strike on Iran and just amplify the Middle East even more? Possible. Israel is still battling with Hamas. Even Fatah is coming out and saying they believe President Trump with Israel will help defeat, that they believe they will take out Iran. This came out yesterday. They will defeat, really crush Iran, their abilities, which will crush Hamas because they won't have the support. And that was Fatah saying that, which is really the Palestinian Authority on the West Bank. And they believe it's going to happen. We've still got American hostages. Nobody talks about it much anymore other than there's negotiations going on. How long are we going to negotiate? I mean, when are we going to start putting boots on the ground and going after these people? These are American citizens.
Where at?
Well, Hamas has got them in Gaza somewhere, or they could have been slipped into Lebanon. Who knows? But this is
doing nothing.
This is the attack from October, over a year ago. And, a lot of them are dead, I'm sure, but there was the video that came out of the young man, and he was obviously traumatized and very upset that his friends were at home or were dead, and he was fearing his fate. And of course, they like to do that to show their strength. They're real brave guys to do people like that, innocent people, when they hit that music festival. And I'll tell you, Israel has took out a lot of them. A lot of those people that were involved in those attacks, they're dead. All the people were in the truck where they brought the young ladies naked, and they were being brutalized and mocked and rolled through the streets. All those guys in that truck are dead. Israel has long memories over those that do their citizens like that. And those guys, the rest of them don't need to stick their head up out of the ground too much because they won't last long. But the Middle East is aflame. Syria has fallen. Bashar Assad, he's out. He's in Russia. It was a really embarrassment to Russia that regime finally fell. I'm no fan of Bashar Assad, but I wonder what's happening. And I wonder about this ISIS flag that was on this cyber truck that was used in the attack. And who's sending that message? Is ISIS? Who's the de facto leader right now? Who is sending that message to America that ISIS is going to terrorize us? I just feel like it's going to be a rocky start to 2025. It really already is because of this, and so we'll just have to see where it goes from here. I love America. I'm praying for America. I'm a pastor, and we do everything from the silly to the serious. We pray for our nation. The show very much believes in the power of prayer. We love America. We're America first, and I'm MAGA. I want America to do great.
Yes.
I'm a Christian conservative, and I'm not happy. I'm angry what's happened, and I feel for these people that has happened. They were there for a ball game or just to be tourists in the city. And the scumbag that runs over them and kills them gets out shooting at our police officers and anybody else. I want them to be breaking down some doors of some people that were helping put those bombs together and finding out who the head of the snake is on this. And let's deal with them. I just feel like there's going to be some things that are going to happen in the short run and the long run as the president is sworn in. I imagine that the Capitol probably will be on some sort of a lockdown for January 20th. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance around that, but it's going to be very tight because of what's happened. So, and that could even change. There's time. I mean, Biden could do some things. He can make a call or somebody for him and sign in an attack or something like that. They're sending more money to Ukraine. Yay! Yay! Yeah, more tax money of yours and debt sent to Ukraine. Love the Ukrainian people. I do not like Zelensky at all. They've got to get this thing ended. It's been going on too long. I'm not a fan of Russia. Putin, love the Russian people. Do not love the leadership, the communist regime there. And Russian soldiers want to go home. They don't want nothing to do with it. They've ran off the battlefield. A lot of them. They've left the country in droves, trying to get out of being sent to the front. It's a slog. They're become cannon fodder. The Ukrainian soldiers have fought admirably, but they're losing ground. They've lost a lot of ground. But tonight, according to one podcast, a lot of Ukraine is under a missile alert, and they feel like there's going to be attacks coming. I haven't checked the news to see if that's happened yet, but you just got to feel like something big's fixing to happen. I don't feel like those two attacks are the sum total of what's going to happen. I feel like there's going to be a lot more that will occur. But, let's pray for the intelligence gathering folks, and let's pray for our military, wherever they're stationed, wherever they're based.
Yes.
I don't want to see our youngins go to war. It just has to be if it's absolutely necessary. And it's time to get out of some things. And that's not even counting North Korea, China, and other things that are going on around the world. We're America strong, and we need to remain that. But that's a hard lead in on this on this Thursday night, late night. But that's some of the things we're thinking about. Drop in the chat, give us an idea of what you're looking at. Tell us where you're from. We're just chit chatting on a late night. We'll talk about whatever. I don't have a particular theme. Tell us if you like cornbread, because we love our cornbread down here in the South. Did you eat some black-eyed peas cooked for?
I actually didn't this year.
You
First
didn't?
time in all my life.
We did eat some black-eyed peas. I did not eat the what'd y'all have? Turnip greens with that? Turnip greens. I'm not a fan. I know Rob, my co-host, gives me a hard time. Do you like turnip greens cooked?
I do.
You do like turnip greens. This is Cowboy Cook, by the way, my son Jeremy. We call him on here, and I'm going to embarrass him, Big Sexy. So that's his nickname I gave him, just cutting up with him. But that's going to be his online name, Big Sexy.
Yeah.
And I'm Dave in the AM. That's my online name. So as you see behind me,
And I'm Cowboy Cook.
Cowboy Cook. He's a huge Cowboy fan, Alabama fan. We're all sad tonight.
Yeah, we're sad.
Georgia lost. Notre Dame wins.
Yeah.
Hate Notre Dame. Sorry, I do. Won't lie. Alabama, they didn't play good. Dallas, what a wasted year. Falcons, we got one game.
Cowgirls.
We got one game left.
Yeah.
We played the Panthers. We were talking sports a little over an hour ago.
2 weeks ago, y'all were going to make it.
I know. Well, it's a Falcon thing to do, to lose, I got to put up with terrorism going on. I got to put up with the Falcons losing. I know that I'm joking. That's nothing compared to what the pain and suffering that's going on.
Lord, no.
We do like to laugh and cut up. I mean, the world is a serious place, and let's have laughter in our life. Hey, join us each Monday through Friday. We do have a morning devotion. I've been in the book of Ephesians. I read this morning. It's a great one, Cook. Put on the whole armor of God. And actually didn't load to the afternoon. I was really busy. But put on the whole armor of God. We do a morning devotion. So it's less than 3 minutes. We try to keep it short.
Yeah.
We do something called the MAGA Minute, Monday through Friday. And usually have a morning funny. I didn't feel like today was anything to laugh about with the terror attack, so I did not do that. I felt that was not appropriate, although I believe in laughter. I just didn't feel like laughing. I wanted to do an angry of the morning.
Yeah.
I was angry. I was angry last night in the live, and I really just ticked me off. I'm angry about this, and
Yes.
how dare you come on American soil? You've lived off this great, the bounty of this great land. You've served in the military. And you turn around and do the citizen of this nation that way, you're scum. And I have no use for you. And your brother can get on there and talk about what a lovely guy you are. That's your brother, I guess. Maybe he's supposed to, but I won't say it. Not a lovely guy, horrible, evil. And, we pray for those, and our heart goes out to those that are having to plan funerals, and also pray for those that are still recovering, from their injuries, and I don't know how severe they are. So I've not had a chance to look into that. So interested to know, though, if anybody else has heard that there's a possible strike that's being rumored through sources that there is a possibility that there's going to be a missile strike called on Iran towards their nuclear facilities. I'm curious about that. And also, is Russia getting ready to fire some heavy second round of some really heavy two-stage rockets at Ukraine? Are they going to expand? Mostly they've kept the attacks to the east of the Dnieper River, and the western part of the country has not been attacked as much. They've largely spared it. But in this map that I saw where this missile strikes were really planned, it covered a lot of the country. So I don't know. That could just be somebody theorizing, but that's what they said anyway. So we'll see. But we're on high alert as a nation. We should be.
Yes.
The game went off without any problems. We're glad of that. Nobody was severely hurt. There was no problems in the city that we heard about, and so I'm glad that that's the case. And so let's pray that nothing else happens through the rest of the playoff season or anything else that may happen. Do be praying for January 20th. Again, we'll be live on the air.
Yes.
We hope for a smooth transfer of power, and really hope that we can get that in. And and also we got confirmation hearings coming up. President Trump's elect Trump, his cabinet. Many of those have to be confirmed. Pete Hegseth and Robert Kennedy Jr. are two of those. That's going to be a fight. Do they have enough votes? I don't know. It's going to be close. They can only have only three Republicans could bail out, and if all the Dems vote against, they wouldn't be confirmed. I think most of the others will go through without too much problem. There'll be some questions raised, but I don't think there'll be a problem.
How do they confirm it?
Well, they'll have hearings on that, and they will. There'll be so many senators hear that, and if they vote to send them out of that committee, then they will be voted on by the Senate. So I think that's right. I think it's the Senate. I don't think it's the House, but they will vote on them, or maybe that's vice versa. But anyway, once they come out of that committee, they can be voted on, and they'll either have the votes or they don't. And that's why Matt Gaetz pulled out. He didn't have the votes. I'm sure they'll find some things for him to do, but
I just thought when he appointed it, they were just in there.
Well, some of them are, some of them are not. There's 15 or 25. I can't remember the number that have to be confirmed, and then the others are just appointed. I mean, he names them; they're in.
Yeah.
But the biggest one is Pete Hegseth and Robert Kennedy Jr., Defense Secretary, and also Health and Human Services. Those two are going to be a fight. But I have read they believe they have the votes for Pete. I I think Fetterman in Pennsylvania, he's pretty much said he's going to vote for him. He's not a fan of those picks, but he said the president picked him. I'm going to vote for him. Who would have figured John Fetterman would turn around and be positive towards anything Republicans have? He's been all over the place. His mental issues with a stroke and everything. He just seemed to be not there. But he's not played the party line. He says I'll use my own ideas about this and how I feel about it. And I give him credit for that.
Yeah,
that's all anybody could ask. That you vote your way. Sometimes voting straight down party line can be a bad thing. If you're trying to get business done, we have to reach across the aisle on some things. We can't. Everything can't be a fight. Right. We have to have some agreements. I'm not saying compromise to the point of it's horrible, but that's the way it is when you're making deals in state government or on the federal level. You have to make agreements. You have to come to some kind of agreement on some things. Agree to disagree on lots of things, but you give a little, you take a little compromises on each side, and you find something that both can live with. They're not happy they didn't get everything they wanted, but you do that. Trump is a great negotiator, but he has also said he will primary anybody on the Republican side that doesn't play ball. So he's telling them to hold the line, and we'll see how if that happens. I don't know if it will or not, but we'd like to see those picks get in there. And get going. I mean, we need to be ready to roll day one. I mean,
big time.
I anticipate President Trump will sign several executive orders. All presidents do on the first day, and hopefully he'll be able to repeal or change some of the things that Biden has failed in. Yeah. They've tried to make that difficult so that he can't do that just day one, but there are a number of things he can do, and they've got a laundry list. I do believe that the January 6th, many of those will be pardoned on day one. I think that will happen. Those grandmas in prison, or they're trying to put in prison. Of course, the Justice Department is saying, well, if they get pardoned, that means they're pleading guilty. So we win anyway because we're now they've admitted they've done a crime. But they'll do it because they don't want to go to jail. I mean, that's the games they play.
Right.
But that won't fix what happened to those that committed suicide. The pressure of it. Some people just collapsed under the weight of that. They just really were destroying them. They destroyed their. It takes a lot of money to defend yourself. A lot of money, and most people don't have unlimited resources to pay for lawyers and everything it takes. And they stretch that out long enough, and they have an endless amount of money, our money, to do that. And what they did on some of them, and the one guy the first one that committed suicide was really sad. I went to his website. His mom keeps up, and they had told him originally he was going to be okay, that he wasn't going to get charged with much, and most of it would just be home confinement or whatever it was. Wasn't going to be much at all, even if it was something that was maybe a couple of months. But then they come back and they changed it and lied, and then they said it was going to be years and years and years. They were going to try to recommend him for jail, and he just collapsed under that pressure, and he died. I mean, he killed himself. I'm not. That's sad.
That's terrible.
That's really, really sad. So the J6ers, we need to. Hello, Ashley. Thanks for giving us that love on there. We appreciate that. Hope you're following us on the Cornbread Nation Facebook page. Cook just got signed up. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
He's crew. And we just found out he wasn't, but he's in there now, right?
I'm in there.
Fist bump, you're in there now. Cornbread Nation, absolutely. Yes. If you'd like to be a breadhead, go to the Facebook page, Cornbread Nation. Just follow it, and after 1 year, we're gonna call that the charter members, whoever's there. So we're fixing to have some new logos. They're being designed now, and we're going to have hats and shirts and stuff for the Cornbread Nation breadheads.
Very nice.
We're excited about that. So be a breadhead.
Yeah,
you know what?
One of us.
We got the logo here. You can't hardly see it, but you got the SLP, big old pan of cornbread behind us. So with the American flag. We already have that, but we've got a new one too that'll look good on hats and stuff. So, hey to Ashley, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well, you and Carson, and it's good to see you the other day. Love you, and I'm glad it was good. It was good to see you, and That youngin, he's growing up fast.
Yeah, he is.
How old is he now? I don't even know how old he is.
Oh my goodness.
He's a fine looking young man, and
Yeah,
he's got that athletic look, like he's going to be really good at sports and stuff. So,
he is.
um, and glad to see you doing good, Ashley. But
Yes.
I've known her since she was just a little, not a baby. So I've been coming around for a long time. But
Yeah, I used to go to your house. She'd come running. Good.
yeah, all the kids loved Cook. He's like a big old kid himself. Back,
Yeah,
well, you're kind of a big kid now.
absolutely.
We're doing good, and we love y'all doing good. Seeing y'all, and he is fixing to be 12. Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I was thinking like 9
10.
or 10. That's what I was thinking. I did not know. I mean, he's 1 year off from being, and
Yeah, I was off.
I mean, when you get to be that 13, you become a young man. You're getting in the the teenage years, and you have to start learning those things as a young man does, and learning how to be a man. But getting kids start earlier today, seems like. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I told him when I saw him the other day, I probably embarrassed him a little bit, this old guy. But I said, he's a TikTok star. I see him on there singing and dancing. He really gets into that. Of course, you and Ashley, y'all do duets on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all do. What was that song y'all sung on there one day? Y'all done a couple of them, hadn't you?
Yeah, we've done a few.
Well, was one country? Well, it seemed like I did one that was country. I don't know.
We've done so many, I can't remember.
I don't remember. You've done some. Jeremy did one. Didn't you do one on TikTok?
Yeah, he did.
I couldn't believe it. He's Mr. Shy. I can't believe he did a song on TikTok. And thank you for all those that are on TikTok and gave us follows. We appreciate that. We're up over 5,500 now on as a podcast. Sorry, I lucked this chair I'm rocking. I probably shouldn't do that on the site, but we've got a we're not even a year old. I mean, we'll be a year old in Memorial Day. We're going to have a 1-year birthday celebration. That's going to cut off the chart. You can still join after that, but everybody that's a charter member, we've got 74 members, I think, now in the charter members of the Cornbread Nation. So we'll have to come up with something special that those that are in there from that time. So go join now, and we'll figure out something special for the charter members. Established 2024, and the Cornbread Nation. Be a breadhead. You do all the TikToks. Yeah, I know. He's going up fast. You do all the TikToks. I know it. Yeah, y'all do good. What are y'all going to do if they ban it? I mean, I don't think they will. I think somebody will buy it, but I guess you have to do them on another something else.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is a very popular site. There's so many of them that are Instagram's big. There's a lot, but TikTok seems to be the one that's grabbed the attention. I think I read something like it's crazy. Like 179 million Americans have the app. 179 million Americans have the TikTok app, and I can't say nothing because I have it because of the podcast. I never had it, but I downloaded it and started doing some, and then just got heavy into it, and it's been fun. There's it's like anything. You can use it for the good or to the bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing ministry on there.
There is.
There's a lot of people just having some good fun. There's a lot of idiots on there. I'll say it. I mean, I've seen them. I'm like, what in the world? I guess I'm all about freedom, and but I will say some people don't have a lot of sense, and they get on there and they. I'm not talking about y'all, but I'm talking about.
I know.
They get on there in their underwear doing dances and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, man. Nobody, honestly, come on. It's just, I'm talking about people that are 15, 60 years. It's like, really, if you're going to do that, I mean, come on. As Joe Biden would say, come on, man. Cook, you going to get on your underwear and do a dance routine or?
No.
I hope not. I don't want to
police
see it.
officers knocking on the door.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what does she say here? Lord, I don't know. The kids told everyone's going to do this thing called lemonade, and they said it's just like TikTok. I don't know. Is everyone's going to go there? I've heard of it, but I've not.
I've heard too.
I don't think it's going to be canceled. I really
don't
don't.
either.
I think that it will be bought where they can do business here. Yeah, it's the communists are involved, but tell me something they're not involved in. My gosh, they bought up our farmland, and we need to kick them out. Let's just take it from them.
That's what China did.
Why don't we just do that?
Land and buildings.
That's a trade-off for all the ways you've hurt us. Let's just take it.
Yeah.
Well, let's take TikTok. Who would have ever thought that something called TikTok would take off like that? TikTok. I didn't even know how to spell it at first. I thought, what
everybody is the star.
Like, is it like TICK? Then it, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about that platform. I didn't know much about any of them, but it's funny. We're on the, and I carry somewhere. We have a business card, and on the back of our business card, we have all these sites that you can't hardly see that, but we have all the. This is not all of them. It tells a lot of things we're on. And I was talking to a guy that designed these, and he said, "I've not even heard of half of these." But you know what? There's more out there than that. So, but Instagram is huge. TikTok is huge. As far as social media sites, X is really big. But a lot of the stuff like we're talking about with the shorts and everything, that's really big. In the reels, those are really big on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, I like doing like we called it on the road or whatever.
Oh yeah,
on the road.
On the road. You haven't done anything like that.
I ain't done lately.
I missed that. Cook would go out to these places and he would do these little shorts. One day it was you were videoing deer. Yeah. One day he was out eating. I remember you've done several of those, but I like that Cowboy Cook on the road. Those are very popular, man.
Yeah,
I really like it. Ashley, I got to ask you: if you eat a gravy biscuit, do you crumble your biscuit? Meaning, do you tear it apart before you put the gravy on it, or do you just open the biscuit up and put the gravy on top? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes.
It's a debate we have on the Southern Fried.
Yep. Between
me and my co-host, Rob. He says all real people, normal people, open face, but I say crumple.
I crumple.
He's a crumpler. I don't know. We just want to know what you do.
Do you break the biscuit up?
Yeah, do you break it up? Just put it in the chat. We'll see it. And anybody else that has that, I just want to know. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I've made it. I'm doing these things now when I go out of town or I go to different places not been before. I do a video about it. By the way, I was at a Jack's and Rob was on the phone with me. He called me that morning. And their biscuit is open face. It's a double gravy biscuit. They had a special on.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I mean, that's a plate full of food.
Yeah,
I said, I love your gravy biscuit, but you got to crumple it. You got to crumple it. Oh, she's a crumpler.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, Chick Crew, this live.
Winning. We got more crumplers.
Yeah. Do you crumple your biscuit, Chick Crew? She's in here, Chick Crew tonight. Yes, I break it up. There you go.
All right.
As a good Cornbread Nation person should do.
Crumplers.
You just sent me Thor. Okay, you sent me the Thor email. So I haven't had a chance to review that yet. We've been busy in the studio, but I will review that, Chick Crew. Thank you for sending me that. Your Thor background. I'm interested to see that.
Hey, Robert, crumple the biscuit.
Yeah, I hope you see this, Rob.
Yeah.
Crumple. I've got you outnumbered in the studio tonight, brother.
We're winning.
Crumple. Oh, okay. It's 4 square. Okay, you kept it short. Okay. Carson and Aria crumple. They're up too. Well, way to go.
All right.
And God bless Aria.
Okay.
I'm carrying her over to your house, and she says, Papa, do you want me to follow you on YouTube? I said, well, heck yeah, I do. And so she got YouTube, the Cornbread Nation, and TikTok, I think it was. She don't have anything else, but We appreciate that. So
Hey,
the
Robert, we got 7 people that crumple the biscuit. Huh.
we miss Rob too. He's not been on with
Yeah.
us tonight, but he will be. Rob would believe. How do you know that he would believe you about Thor? I think he'd call you out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask him about it. I'm not going to show him the receipts yet. I'm going to just ask him about it and see what he thinks about it. He'll be on in the morning. We got our morning live on Friday morning, and we'll just have to ask him about that. Yeah. You're putting a lot of faith on Rob. I love it. Just tell him he was wrong and I was right, because he said Georgia would be winning by 17.
I wish.
Wait a minute. A guy named Thor was a sailor. You know, Rob, wasn't he Navy? So he was a sailor. We could call him Thor. We'll just nickname Rob Thor. Born in 1895. You know, my great, my grandfather on my mom's side, my grandfather, he was born in 1895 or 6, honestly.
Wow.
He's correct by default. Dave doubted me. Aria says she's got Instagram and she's going to follow you there too. You know what? You're one of us. God bless you, little girl.
Yes.
When I asked her the other day, I don't think she said she had it, but if she's got it, thank you for giving us a follower. Become one of the 3,000 plus that are now following the Southern Fried. If that doesn't seem like a lot to you, we started at 0.
Yes.
And we're now at 3,000. Hey, listen, we just like to have a lot of friends and stuff. So we're not trying to monetize or anything. If that ever happens, that's all right. We're actually going a different route. We just like to have more opportunities to be out there in front of people. But thank you for following us.
Yes.
Let's see. Thor and his son Robert. Wait a minute. The guy name was Thor, but then he had a son named Robert. So it could have been. This doesn't sound like that Matches Chick crew. My grandfather were both captains on the Great Lakes. Well, that's interesting. Aria is a sweetheart. Just love her to pieces. I do too, but I don't know if you've seen her mad. I've seen her mad before. She can get on her mad.
Yeah, she can get a little mad.
She can get a little mad. She's probably been mad at me a couple of times, but she loves me.
Oh yeah.
And I love her. She is a sweetheart. You know what? I'm honored to be her papaw. I'm honored.
Yeah,
she is, awesome. And I love her sister, and they're awesome. Oh yeah, I've seen her mad.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets over it fairly quick though.
She does.
She usually don't. They don't last long.
Right.
It's a true story. Thor was born in Norway. I believe Robert was born here. They were in their immigration. Okay. It's a cool story. I'm glad you sent me that. We're going to cover the story of Thor. Yes, they are. You know, Cowboy Cook's a sweetheart too. He's a nice guy. Oh, I will. We'll make a story out of it. You know, we'll put that up. We'll cover it. We'll have to have you come on and tell backstory, but we will tell this great American immigration story about Thor and how it led to our friend Chickbait or Chick Crew. She's Chick Crew tonight. You see that spelling she does there? Chick Crew. She come in the other night as Chick Crew. I said, what in the world is that? Yeah, let me get this one first. All the kids love Roy Cook. They do.
That could be a sweetheart too.
You can be a sweetheart too?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm a sweetheart. You're big sexy.
Big sexy. My great grandmother was named Magna. That almost sounds like MAGA.
My grandma was named Maggie.
Her and Carson are sweethearts. Yes, he is. Okay, good. I haven't changed my Facebook page yet. Hardly use Facebook anymore. And ha. Well, it's good. I'm glad you came back. Have you still caught up? Oh, we got a little love going Jeremy's way. Yeah, Jeremy's good too. We all love Jeremy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He gets mad too. He has that Cordell's mad. Or I think it's his mama's side. I don't know. He gets stubborn and mad and We all got that a
Y'all
little
both
bit.
get funny faces when Lynn says, "Let's go to Walmart."
Oh, well, I don't like going there myself.
I know.
I'll have to, she needs help now, so I have to go in. But let's see, I got haunted tonight by ghosts. Uh-oh. Was it an energy drink? I actually like that. We drink Dubby, we are affiliated with them, but that's a good flavor. That's a good brand too. How were you haunted tonight by ghosts? I'm curious. Curious. Let's say Cook. Crystal Johnson. Cook's looking good there. Glad he's there. I'm glad he's here too. We've been trying to get him in studio forever. Glad to have you in here, Crystal. Follow us and give us a follow there. And go to that Cornbread Nation page and give us a follow. Be a breadhead.
Yeah.
We've got 2 sites on Facebook. Chick says, no, I bought Lewis a coffee. Where is he? See, okay. Ask Lewis. I'll have to ask him about that. Lewis says he's here. And we got a bunch of hearts. And Lewis explain this if he can. I know is he explaining your mess? So appreciate all of y'all being here. See, I told you it was great. We appreciate all the loves y'all giving us. Chick Bait, Juliet, same person. Ashley, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you from Instagram being in here. Don't think anybody here is from Kick yet or Twitch. If you're on Twitch, I don't have it pulled up right now, so I can't see that. But yeah, we appreciate all that. Rumble followers, if you're there, we appreciate you. All of you. Folks, YouTubers,
yes,
all of you. Actually, we're showing one that may be me. I don't know. I'm not got it in there. Maybe we do have someone on Twitch. I don't know. Southern Fraud Podcast. No, he witnessed it. Okay, Juliet, aka me. Yes, I know that. I love the name Juliet, by the way. Juliet. True Social needs to do lives. I said that yesterday. They're going to do the TV, but it would be a great platform. I hope they eventually do that. I would love to stream live. We stream live on about 8 different streams. And we hope to add one more. We could go live in sight on TikTok eventually, and also there's one other one, but we may do an audio one too. I'm on Podbean, and we may do a live Podbean running a conjunction. That's audio only though. We may do that. I want to do it tonight and got busy and forgot. So Lewis says we were joking around, and then she was talking about cryogenic, and then it started in 1972, my birth year, 1972. I remember that year. I do remember that year. Yeah, see if you can contact President-elect or Devin Nunes or President-elect Trump. Tell them they need to do a live streaming on social, True Social. And we appreciate the nearly 700 followers that we have on there.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we try to be on as much as we can, but I do like the live streaming. I love the StreamYard. It sends it all to them automatically, too. That was great. So I was joking around. I was his real mom and invented being frozen as a reason he's older than me. Y'all are crazy. So would you come back in a previous life, Chick Crew. Chick Crew is the alter ego. Like Chick Bait is on one side, then Chick Crew's on the other side. And y'all have weird stuff going on. I don't know. Hey there, youngin. How you doing, Arya? Love you, girl. Yeah, I know it. I'm glad. She's still up. Tell her it's late. Hey, she's supposed to be in the bed, but it's not a school night. I guess she can stay up late. I bet when they come to your house, they stay up later than they normally do.
I say that's safe.
It was a dumb story. No. But every time I researched my jokes, the internet would confirm my weird, made-up facts. Interesting there. Lesson learned, don't fact check. Okay. If you joke and make stuff up, don't fact check. Okay. Well, how about asking AI? Ask AI about that. Lewis says, then joking around that she was my mom, and then we looked up. Then the woman born in May died October 21st, 1972. Oh, weird stuff going on. Thank you, sweetheart. We love you. Oh yeah, sometimes till 1 o'clock or until they fall asleep.
Yeah.
Didn't even use AI. Maybe Lewis is AI. Maybe he's really not real. And I love Lewis, but maybe he is the AI in your videos. Maybe that's what you're telling us here. No, Lewis is real. Maybe Chickbait's the AI. It got weird. The air got cold, like ice cold. The heat was on. Wow. We did our videos. We were at the Watch Creek Bridge, and we did that daytime video, and then weird things happened that night. We're still rolling videos out. I got one breaking tonight. And somebody contacted me on Clapper and said, "Hey, there's a ghost in that video." So I don't know. Let's see. Don't even use AI. Can call in proof he's real. I know he's real. We've seen him. I'm the AI. Lewis invented me. You need to ask AI. You need to describe yourself to AI and then say make an image and see what it produces. I seriously can spend too much time in there working with AI generated images. It cracks me up. I have to tell myself to stop because I laugh so much. It's humorous. We need to stop. I made him pray with me. Well, good. I'm glad. I hate that I was having a weird out. Hi, AI. Who am I? I don't know. Y'all remember what was it? It was an old Matlock where these people were they were faking that had one girl in her previous life was a little girl who witnessed a plane crash, and they were all doing it to make money. And the girl messed up because in her fraud of this, they forgot that there was they were talking about cotton fields, and there was the cotton had all died that year or something. Anyway, it was funny in the thing, like if you're gonna do it, make it real as you can. So some days I don't know. Well, I guess to be fair, some days I don't know who I am either. So Lewis says it was a poltergeist moment. Just keep Chickbait away from the TV on that screen that's got the weird sound coming out. We don't want Chickbait sitting in front of the TV going, or the computer screen going, "They're here." That would be bad.
They're back.
Sebastian, rock on. Absolutely rock on. Who do you rock to? Give us a name of somebody you can rock to in the music world. I would love to know. You're on your laptop right now. Maybe it's speaking to you. Maybe it's saying Chickbait, here we come. Or it might pull you in, The girl in Poltergeist went in. They had to get her back out. Chick Crew says Kid Rock. I bet you like that Cowboy song. It sounds like Dave. What in the world are you saying? Whoa. Oh, yeah. Go Browns. Yeah, that's a poltergeist moment right there, the Browns.
I actually seen Kid Rock in Chattanooga.
You saw Kid Rock? I didn't know that. What'd you think?
Good.
Good? What do you describe him as? I mean, is he a rapper, or is he country, or is he country rap? Is he country
Southern rock?
rap, Southern rock? He's all over the place. I mean, he really is. Definitely, that's where it started. Thank you, Aria, for the love on there. Appreciate that. That's awful nice. 1 minute, peace on the earth, the next ghost, the next sports talk. Yeah, you never know. That's why it's called late night, man. It's supposed to bring out the late night kind of people. What comes out as we approach midnight? What kind of people show up? Michael Card. Awesome. Appreciate that. So this tracks. We're going to see if Chickbait turns after midnight. Lewis will have to let us know. If Chickbait turns into something else after midnight, we'll know there was some weird stuff going on. So can she last to the midnight hour? We should play a card game. That's so 80s. A card game? Come on.
Oh, no.
You turn MAGA at midnight? That would be a good show. MAGA Midnight. MAGA
Yeah.
at midnight. Midnight MAGA. Oh, that is cool. Oh, you invented MAGA? Sure you did. Right there on the farm, right? You had that 20 years ago. You had that idea. You just rolled it out. I'm MAGA. What, like Michael Keaton, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Chickbait, look in the mirror. I'm MAGA. Oh, we can't feed the MAGA after midnight. But in the morning I turn liberal feminist, but not Antifa. No way, they suck. So by day you're the liberal feminist, by night you're mighty MAGA. Oh, y'all are crazy. So troll everyone on X. Well, I'm on X. Oh man, I wish Rob was in here tonight. He's probably sleeping.
Yeah, probably.
Y'all got to give him a hard time about his cat attacking him on the channel. It's like the last 3 live shows that Rob has been attacked by his cat, and he says the cat's lonely and now, and it just wants him to love on it. But while he's loving on the cat, it bites him, and then he, right in the middle of the live, he's like, "Ow!" and he's putting the cat down. I'm like, dude,
I got attacked.
yeah, you got attacked. So maybe it's a Robert thing.
I got attacked.
He was at the Animal Rescue Alliance, and a cat jumped on him with all the claws out. Small world.
Scared me to death.
Don't worry, fellas. I got my meds fixed. Best antidepressants ever, my friends. Well, we're glad you're in good shape and good to go. Good to go. Superhero. Yes, thanks to Rob for all his encouragement. He is encouraged. We're an encouraging bunch of folks. We want to encourage you. Don't let the world get you down. There's always help. There's always friends. There's always somebody who cares. And, where are you going? Well, I know where you can go if you go the right way. I know that. There's only 2 paths in life, right? The right way, the straight and narrow way, or the broad way that leads to destruction. That's it. MAGA 2025. Yeah, I love it. You know what? I'm MAGA. I'm all about making America great again. And I did vote for and support President-elect Donald J. Trump. And, did I like everything he's done? I'm not going to say I did that, but I support him and like it. But you know what? I would like MAGA for nothing else than it makes some people go crazy just to hear it. Because if you know what, if their heads are going to explode, let their heads explode. That's what I say, Only 2 paths, liberal in the morning, MAGA at night. Isn't that sort of backwards? I mean, you had the princess, and after a certain time, she turned, so after a certain time. Cats, this is a great point. Cats can be catty. Well, feminists can be chatty. That's a great point, though. I love it. She only eats vegetarian in the day. I didn't put that up. Carnivore at night. I like that. I'm okay with it. Are you giving me the thumbs up that that they can be chatty? Chatty. Absolutely. And you're the fastest typer on earth. I would never get all those those in. I'd still be trying to back up and misspell. You hear me doing this? That's usually I've messed up. You are not pulling me into that point right there. I would just leave that alone. From woman to woman, I'll let other women deal with that. But I'm not saying a word. Gentlemen, be quiet. If Rob was here, he'd have something to say.
Oh yeah.
We will not stick our foot in our mouths tonight if we can at all help it. Not that I haven't done that before, but I can. In 1 minute, you're MAGA. In 1 minute, I won't care. You're probably up past your bedtime anyway. Aren't you in school? You're a student. You're supposed to be. Aren't students supposed to be in bed at 9 o'clock? No, I would fall over on the floor if I tried to do that now. When I was a kid, I used to brag that I could take my legs and put them behind my head and all that. I used to show it. I was very thin and limber and all that. That was a long time ago. Come on, we could be your Southern mom. We could tell you to go to bed, be nice, brush your teeth, dream sweet dreams. I'm babysitting this weekend for a friend. Yeah, it's past her bedtime. I figured. No, we're not woke on here. No, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. But we do like giving people a hard time just for the fun of it.
Yes.
Are y'all are on Eastern Standard Time, right? Or you in Central? Where you're at? I think you're still Eastern, right? Oh, be nice, be nice. That sounds like Robert coming in right there. Be nice. We have be nice lessons. We'll try. Okay, but for real, Thor exists. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Cleveland. What's that? Cleveland rocks. Yes, on the Eastern. So we're all at the same time. Some people in here it might be later or it might be behind us. I don't know. Chick says, I'll be nice. Do you believe her? Thumbs up or thumbs down that Chick's going to be nice?
Halfway.
I'm kind of like that too. It's kind of halfway, Tell Ari to be nice. Tell Ari. Ari's always nice. Lewis is sitting right next to me. He's in the same room. Well, then he needs to tell himself to go to bed. Y'all are crazy. All right, rocking the chat tonight. We appreciate it. Rocking the Casbah.
Yes.
Rocking the Casbah. Well, it is officially after midnight in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and he's enabling me. Okay. I'm still amazed you said that the Buy Coffee app sucked. So do you have something in its place that are you just doing straight up PayPal or something like that? Officially maggot out. Well, with that Chick Crew name, you should be. Mm-hmm. You are a Motley Crue fan. You could be a Motley Crue dancer on the stage for Motley Crue. You could. I bet you know all the words to Home Sweet Home. Oh, Venmo. Yeah, we got that too. Venmo. What are you chick bait on there? You hate that band. You hate the Motley Crue. Oh, wow. You mean you don't like watching Vince Neil walk around with his miss singing the words with his out of breath and all that? They were rocking back in the day. They were a hardcore band. I mean, their stories are legendary. Girls, girls, girls. That's all. That was a stripper song. That's a song about strip clubs. That's amazing. That's the one she picked out. Yeah, she does. He's verifying she knows the words of that song. Was a dare that went too far. Well, you shouldn't do dares. You shouldn't do dares. Just please tell me there's not a stripper pole in your apartment. I just don't, I don't want to hear anything about you're up singing girls, girls, girls. And ZZ Top something about legs. Well, that's what the song was about. How do you know that song? That goes way back. What was that, 1983?
Yes.
1983? That was a big album for them. Huge, huge album. I saw ZZ Top in concert once in Chattanooga. It was a good show. You don't do that. Don't. You ever watch those videos of girls are trying to do the stripper pole and with their clothes on, and it falls down?
Yeah.
I think we've all seen those videos, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually some girl that, let's say, she probably shouldn't be on the pole. I mean, she's a little too big, for that. Sad to say. I'm not making fun, but that hurts. They don't. What it is, they don't have them attached. They think because they got bolts in it, they think that they can just do anything on there, and then they fall down. Rest assured, the SFP audience, I will not use a pole for anything but fishing. Do you like to fish? I didn't know that. I imagine you got some good fishing up there. Of course, right now it's all frozen ponds, I guess. But I haven't been fishing in a long time. Have you been fishing lately?
No.
Cook?
3 years.
3 years ago, Cook says he fished. I used to go. A lot. Rob loves to fish. He has a lot of stories about fishing, but due to his health, he has not been able to go because he lost his partner, who he has to have somebody with him. But he thinks he's got another guy lined up. I hope he can do that. So let's see here. I'm good at it, but usually teaching kids when I was younger. I love fishing. What do you love fishing for? Please don't say carp. Oh, I used to bass fish and catfish and
Catfish.
sometimes, when I deep sea fished, it was red snapper. Love that.
We had some good times at
He's using
Hell's Bar, I think.
Yeah, I fished up there. Using his phone on my couch to comment on here. Well, he's making great use of the phone. Fishing for fish. Oh, okay. Fishing for fish. Lewis says bass fishing. Oh, well, tell me a good fishing story. Most people can't grill a fish, right? It's funny, I fish, but honestly, I don't eat a lot of fish. I'm not really into seafood. But I will eat some fried fish, deep fried. It's not good for you, but I will eat it. I'm not eating any fish that still has the head on it with its eyes looking at you.
Come on. You don't like those eyes?
Would you do that?
No, I don't like them.
Okay.
No.
Would you do the fish head?
No.
No.
Well, they
Fish
take
heads
the head off.
Fish heads are for the cats. They got to have something,
Yeah. Now, I did one time. Went to.
A lot of kids hate doing the baiting part. They think it's
they
gross.
had eyes on it.
Well, that's how you separate the real fishermen and ladies and whatever from the fake ones. You tell them they got to bait their own hook with a live worm. And if they'll do that, yeah, hence her name. Yeah, chick bait. If they'll do that, you'll be okay. So if they're going to go, you can't say, will you bait my hook for me?
No.
I bet Robert's like that. Will you bait my hook for me? He'd love this. He's not in here. I can dog him out. Dog's loose tonight, so I feel a little spiffy. So, Rob, who baits your hook for you? You should crumple your biscuit, and who baits your hook for you? Lewis says, I got a 15-pound bass on Lake Erie, but when I got it, something got it before I got it up. You know what? Everybody that's ever fished for bass has said that same thing. They'll say something like, I saw it in the air, it come up, it shook its head at me, hook went flying, it went back in, or something else got it. I mean, every fisherman has said that. But I think it's cool that you fished on Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Lake Erie. There's nothing like the Great Lakes. Nothing like the Great Lakes. They waved high. That's right. They did wave high. That's what they do. They shake their mouth at you and laugh at you. And the hook goes flying. And that beautiful 5, 6, 7-pound bass goes flying back in the water. And you're like, almost. It's like that. It's like that commercial, the meme with the guy with the fishing pole. You almost had it. Almost. That's the way it feels. And then you tell everybody, I had the biggest bass hooked, but he got loose. You guys ruined my one-on-one time with Lewis. Now we're watching you and he's watching on his phone. How's that ruined? You're still having one-on-one time. It's just through another, it's just going thousands of miles away through North Georgia back up to Ohio. One-on-one. Well, yeah, what happened when y'all did go one-on-one? We went off the air. Y'all had poltergeist going on. Maybe we're saving your life right now. We don't want you pulled into the laptop screen. Chick bait's here. Lewis is going to look up from his phone. You're going to be gone.
Don't go into the light.
Yeah, don't go into the lot. He's going to hear you holler, and it's going to sound like it's way away. Then he's going to open up a door in your apartment, and it's going to be stuff flying in a circle. That's what's going to be going on. God, that's whatever. But almost tugged me over up here. Oh, you caught a massive whatever. Didn't know what it was, but it almost pulled you over the pier. Isn't Poltergeist one of the greatest movies, though? The first one, I mean, it got sad because of what happened to the little girl. She looked rough by the third one, but the guy, his boss comes out and like the lights are flickering and stuff, and he's looking like, well, we're having some electrical problems. The guy didn't want to tell him they got weird things going on, spooks in the house,
Yeah.
That swimming pool scene is creepy, man.
Yeah.
Dead bodies. HR, there's no HR here. Do y'all believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? I'd like to know. Do you believe in Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Dogman, Skinwalker? Just want to know.
Green eyes.
Green eyes? We got green eyes down here. She says, I do now. The unexplained. I don't know. I've never watched The Walking Dead, but I'm going to tell you what, some restaurants I go to, I think they've come to work there because they're walking around working like The Walking Dead. It's like you asked them a question, they're like, oh, I don't know. I was at the big box store the other day. I'm not going to say which one. You can probably figure it out. And I was in electronics. And I see this guy, he's in a case working on, I thought he's getting something out. It looked like to me he was locking it up. I don't know what he was doing. And I asked him, I said, do you know where this is at? Okay. He looks at me like I'm an idiot. He goes, I don't know. I'm maintenance. And I said, well, I'm sorry. He goes, no, it's okay, man, but I don't know where nothing's at. But I'm sure you can find it around here somewhere. I thought, are you kidding me? Where's customer service at,
Yeah.
Now, I met some people who were great help. They did help me. But this guy, I'm maintenance, man. I don't know where nothing's at. Underpaid but MAGA. Come on now. Come on, man. Hear me out. We need some more MAGA. Oh, well, we're glad you're here.
Yes.
Was his name Chad? Todd? Go all Karen on him, ask for the manager. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh. Where did the word who started that? Karen. Who started that? Even the little kids say that. She's a Karen. Where did that come from? Who started that?
I don't know.
I just want to know who started Karen. And why is there not a Ken? You're all Ken. You're a Ken. Oh, poor Michael. I think Michael's in the bed. He does the early up. He's an early riser. One of my best friends is named Karen. Ken is with Barbie. Well, couldn't Ken be a Karen? In Joe Biden's America, he can. We may not agree, but he can. Oh, I will when I get off the air. I can't check them on the airs. I mean, it's just too much going on here. It's like a 747. There's a lot of controls and things that are going on. So
yeah, there is.
You say nothing. I say nothing. Zip. Oh. Da, 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 da. You never did tell me if you really believe in ghosts, though. You just said you do now. I'm not for sure that you believe in ghosts for sure. So I don't know. My hair, I don't have no hair. I'm losing it all the time. The receding hairline. Probably a boomer. I did before. That was it got real, Dave. That was a joke. It was really freaky. The ghosts are not a joke. Okay, I didn't say they were. Hey, I watched Ghostbusters. I was a big fan. Hey, when he got slimed in the hallway of the hotel, I loved it. And that was I love that movie, Ghostbusters. I was about 17 years old, 16, 17 years old when that movie came out. And in the pizza place I worked at, they had the jukebox there and they had all the top 40 hits and everything. What was that guy's name? Ray Parker, what was his name? Sung that song. Oh my gosh, those people played that song so much. What was the name of that singer that sung that song? Ghostbusters. Oh my gosh, they wore that thing out.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my goodness.
I can't remember his name.
That's not like that, like every word that popped in my head, Lewis would hear it, then we'd Google it, and everything was true. Well, maybe it's like Kamala. You were in today and then went to tomorrow. And when tomorrow came, it became today again, because tomorrow can be today and today can be tomorrow. And maybe that's the experience y'all had. I'm just thinking it's probably something like that. Yeah. What other Kamala you know? Who else would I be talking about?
Right.
Wait a minute. She's all right. She didn't win anyway. So forget about her. What do you mean she's all right? Yeah, she's all right. I'm going to leave it where it's at. But
Yeah, I can't believe she said she wouldn't change nothing.
yeah, she wouldn't change nothing.
Mm.
You go ask Thor. Maybe he knows who Kamala is. Thor. Yeah, I need to get Celtic Blacksmith to make you a Thor hammer. Oh my goodness. Lewis is trying to make comments. You're making them so fast. I bet he's probably still reading, trying to text while you're sending 3 more. You're really fast. The kids in school, they're so good at texting, they could hold their phones under a desk and text all day long.
Oh yeah.
They don't even have to see the screen. Just to take a glance and see the responses. Those what was those glasses that you could have at one time? I thought those would really take off, but I don't think they work that well. Yes, he admits. You're fast on the draw there. He's trying to slap my hand away from my keyboard. Remember, secretary, so I learned on a typewriter. Oh man, in middle school, I took a. Well, I believe it. We can agree that you do type super fast. I took a typing class in middle school, and I hated it. I passed, but it was. I mean, I get it. You got to practice, get better, but that was the whole class. It was like just sitting in a class and typing documents as fast as you could, and then looking for errors, and you got graded on all that. That's the most boring class ever. I just was never meant to be a topper. I did like typewriters. I like the electrical ones, those heavy duty ones, the old style. You had to have some strong fingers on them. Did you ever use a typewriter? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. In school?
No.
Now the kids have got all the cool gadgets and everything. I believe it. You can type without looking at your keyboard. Well, I'm kind of like this. I do something, but I just can't. I can't do the whole thing. I kind of know where they're at when I do that, but I'm slow at it. I can actually type that way. So I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not, and that's hard in today's world because everything you do, you have to do data entry. You have to, every job. I mean, every job now has computer involved with it, mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you do is that. If your hands are in place, you don't have to look. Okay. I can't do it. I did read this, though, that because of the phones, all the texting and everything, hand injuries involving thumb were off the scale for young people. A lot of your hand surgeons and stuff, they're making a lot of money. because of that. If I ever need a transcriber, okay. Well, all the electronics will do all that stuff now. It'll just transcribe everything. It's kind of a lost art. I mean, it's still useful, but it's not as demand. Can you do shorthand? I never learned to do shorthand. I can't text well. I had carpal tunnel before, so it's no good for me. Yeah, that's a bad deal. Bad deal. Did he answer you back? Oh my goodness. I thought Lewis was your boyfriend. He's Lewis. He's a friend. He's a guy. He's a boy who's a friend. Oh, he did not. Heartbroken. Oh, sorry, Chick Crew. Sorry. He's my Lewis. He's mine. He's not heavy. He's my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised he's not Ubering tonight. I guess he got the night off. Well, Elon's really busy with Doge right now, so I don't know if he's going to be able to answer you, anybody right now. And he's got a lot going on with Cybertrucks. He needs to get on X and correct a couple of issues on X. I would like to see that. It's a little frustrating. Tonight off, but tomorrow we'll be back out in the Uber world. Would you like a Uber? Do you ever do the other one? What's the other one? Man, I know it. I just went blank.
DoorDash?
No, not DoorDash, although there's that too. But the other,
Lyft. Lyft, yeah.
You ever do Lyft? Some people do both. They have both the signs in their car. Well, nice. Yeah, Lyft. Here we go. Yeah. I did some DoorDash with my son, but it's a hard thing. You got to really hit that right to make some good money.
Yeah.
You really do. You ever did DoorDash? Did you do it?
I delivered pizza.
Delivered pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you DoorDashed a little, didn't you? Some?
With my brother, I did.
Oh, okay. And the Walmart Spark or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You made pizza, chick? I worked in a pizza place once, but I didn't make pizza. I made the dough for the pizzas.
Yeah.
But I was mainly cleaning tables and making stuff in the back and all that stuff. So I never got up to the level of that. I worked my way up from that rotisserie chickens. Hey, I like some rotisserie chicken now.
Yeah, I do too.
Grocery store. Did you have to ask? Did you have to work on a day it was double coupon day? I would hate dealing with people with coupons. I'll be honest. I know it's a deal, but I got a coupon for that. You're a what is this statement? I'm a hardcore sandwich maker. They let me use the bread and what do you mean hardcore? I didn't know there was such a thing as a hardcore sandwich maker. That's an amazing statement. I do Uber Eats. No, oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You told me that. So you're not picking up people. You're delivering food. Yeah, people are stupid when drunk, especially after football games. Here. I agree. We concur.
Yeah.
Not as a cashier. No, I started there as at cashier. The best. How do you become the best? Are you like Will Ferrell? He walks in on Elf and you did it. You've made it. The world's best coffee. So how do you become the best? I just want to know the criteria for being the best sandwich maker. I'm curious. You want a sandwich? I can make one. And no, I was never at a football game tonight. Okay. But if you're crazy. What kind of sandwiches? There's different kind of sandwiches.
Mhm.
Very, very different kind of sandwiches. You've got your regular stuff, and then you've got some stuff that are a little more specialty. Oh, she's one of those. She is like to be perfect on how it's made. Subs. Oh, you were at Jimmy John's. Did you talk fast like the commercial? Are you one of those people that has to peel the edges of the bread on a loaf bread? For I'm not. You know what? I'm not into all the stuff. I like subs, but I'm not into all the stuff that comes on a sub. I'm not. I'm very limited. When I walk up, they love me because I only tell them about 3 things I want on it, and they'll go, "That's it." I'm like, "That's it." Cut it in half, roll it up, wring it out.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. You were in bagels. Okay, I don't like bagels. I'm not a bagel guy. You like bagels? You do? Cook? You a bagel guy?
They're okay. I like pretzels better.
Pretzels, I bet you like them with mustard on there.
Yeah.
I knew it. I never was into bagels. The cream cheese on the bagel.
That's good.
You like it?
That's good.
Oh, Jeremy's all into food. He tells me what's good and what's not. I worked at a gas station kitchen. Well, that's rough right there. That's like that's like a truck stop kind of thing there.
Mm-hmm.
You got all them people coming through, talking rough. I faked it. Oh, I love the bagels. No, you can walk in. You don't have to do bagels. You don't have to do bagels. There's all kinds of wonderful things in a Jewish delicatessen or anything like that. There's all kinds of things that I could eat. So I can eat them. I'm just not into them. Oh, I was walking in. We went into it was like a butcher shop, but they sold these really expensive meats. At one in Atlanta. The guy was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool guy. We had a good political discussion with him. That's been years ago. Scones, but I don't eat a scone again. I've never been to scones either. I do like muffins. You like muffins? Cook?
Yes.
Cook likes
absolutely.
muffins.
Like
Scone's the worst thing that ever happened in life.
Banana nut.
That's a pretty hard statement. I don't know if I would believe that, but the worst thing? It wouldn't be the worst thing for me. Muffin Club. I do like blueberry muffins. Hot, fresh
Yes.
blueberry muffins
With some butter.
or what is it? Pecan. Kind of like that. I love them. They're awesome. I'm definitely
I like banana nut.
banana nut. That's what I was trying to think of. Not pecan, banana nut. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the one that I really like. So muffin versus scone. Muffin wins. I will agree with you on that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good with coffee.
They do win. I do like the muffins. Nothing like a good muffin and a hot cup of coffee in the morning. That's good.
You know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man? No. I don't know the Muffin Man. Is that like the Michelin Man?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, we're at 12:30. I guess we already get off here. These late night people talking about poltergeists and stuff, they might scare us. I've got to be on at 6 a.m. with the Rob.
Whew.
Rob and the cat, the killer cat. Chuckers, the killer cat.
Robin the Chewer.
Yeah, the chewer. Yeah, he's been biting him. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I love it. It's absolutely funny. I sit, and he looks at me like for sympathy, and I'm like laughing. I can't help it. And the first time it happened, I got the Rob. I got so tickled, he's talking to the cat. Oh, Chuckers, he's my buddy. Yeah, he'll miss he's lonely. He wants to be up here with me, and he's going along. He's petting the cat, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, Chuck, let go!" And he have this argument, And I'm like, "Do I need to take you off screen? I mean, like, are you okay? No, we're not drinking coffee.
Yeah,
No drinkers here."
Coca-Cola.
But I said, "Are you okay, Rob?" I'm gonna call him the Rob in the morning. I'm gonna do that, the Rob.
All right.
But he's like, "Who he bit me?" I said, "Well, that's what cats do."
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Caffeine, yes, we got caffeine. We do have caffeine. The good old extra large coffee, which probably keep me up for a while. I'll be having to pull my eyelids open in the morning for the show. The Batman and the Rob. They used to call me the music man at work. I used to listen. I'd bring in so much music. I'd have a duffel bag full of CDs back in the day of CDs, and I'd just switch all this music. And I went to a lot of shows, and I kind of got that nickname at work, the Music Man. That's what they called me. I went to a lot of shows. I was constantly taking off, getting people to cover for me because they would always come on a day I had to work. And so I would go, "No, you don't got to. You're good, chick crew. We love you, Mama Bear. It's all good. No problem." But yeah, I went to a lot of shows, had a good time. Me and this guys went to some shows together. I don't think me and Jeremy, we never went to a show together, did we?
Yeah, we've been to a few for sure.
Yeah. Well, by the time he got up old enough to kind of go, I kind of quit. So,
Yeah.
I didn't never go again. So, good night. We would, take care of yourselves. Use up there in Ohio. Use take care of yourself and be good and behave. You can let your keyboard cool off now. The smoke's coming off of it the laptop has probably got buzzers going off. Overheating. Will Rogers, we have a problem, You probably don't even know what that's from. I'm an old guy. Good night, everybody. We're going to get off here. I've had fun. Late night, guys. Thanks for being here. This is the Cornbread Nation Cruise, Southern Fried Podcast. And I'm Dave in the AM, and Chick Bait is just Chick Crew, and Lewis is Lewis, and Ashley is Ashley, and Aria is Aria, and somewhere in there, Poltergeist is in there. I don't know how that happens, but we'll try. There's drones outside. Well, maybe they're coming for you, so you better be careful. You know where that's from? No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not where it's from. I knew it was wrong. Lewis is Lewis. That is. Lewis is Lewis. He is. That says it all. Good night, Lewis. Make that girl behave. Absolutely praying for you every day, girl. Love y'all. Take care. Salute. Appreciate you. Sci-fi old school. We'll have to talk some sci-fi one night. Absolutely. Y'all are a blast. Thank you, everybody. Instagram, Rumble, wherever you're coming from. Thank you for watching the Southern Fried Podcast. We will see you tomorrow. Well, actually today in the morning. And remember, Friday night is Front Porch Talk at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll get crazy with the Rob. I'm gonna call him that. I'm gonna put it in my name online. I'm gonna say Dave in the AM and the Rob and see what he says. We'll see. Stay tuned for the morning show. Let's see if Chuck bites Rob or if Rob bites Chuck. We're going to see. So stay tuned. News in the morning, breaking news. Good night, everybody.